What's up, guys? Keyshawn here, back at you with another Ultimate Universe What If, my guys. And today we're gonna do part six, if I'm correct, of What If Deku was a harem god. Now, pretty much, I know all y'all was asking for another part, and I have been doing my job of doing these parts, but y'all about to get a part. Now, for the What If Deku was the Galaxy King, I'm going to pretty much make two parts in one video. So expect that to come, my guys. So I hope y'all enjoy that. Now, right now, I'm just going to pretty much do this video, and let's go. Now, pretty much, Naruto is, you could say, at his place. Pretty much is you could say, in the bed laying, laying with the seven tails and the three tails, and also the two tails. Well, you could say with all the other girls. And he's pretty much in his mindscape, talking to the nine tails. Now, due to y'all guys' high demand of asking for Naruto Jinchuriki to be a female, Kurama is a female in this. Now, pretty much, Naruto is talking to Kurama, but this is not, you could say, a big nine-tails fox. This is you could say, a transformation of a female nine-tailed fox Kurama. Now, she's pretty much laying on top of pretty much Naruto, and telling him that they haven't really met for a while, and he haven't really introduced himself to her, which Naruto is saying, what? And they pretty much starts to have a conversation. Now, as you could say, stuff is getting spicier, which I'm going to say this is the 18 plus part. If you, like I say again, a warning, if you're not old enough, or you're a Christian and you go to Bible studies and do all that stuff, please get the F out the kitchen, because this is about to get spicy. Now, as you could say, Kurama begins to undress Naruto. She begins to, you could say, put her vagina into a Deku penis. Now, as she begins to continue talking, she pretty much saying that she's the nine-tailed Shinchuriki, and talking to him in the, you could say, in the seal. Now, Naruto is pretty much listening to her, because, like I said, this is not his first rodeo of having sex, and she's pretty much saying that they have to link the bond 100%, to pretty much, so he can pretty much, use her chakra 100% without delay, which Naruto is understanding and saying, alright. Now, this is where you could say Naruto touches Kurama's boobs, and she begins to moan and stuff. Like I said, Naruto has the harem power, so it makes everything feel like a fucking god touch, you could say. Now, as you could say, Naruto is riding, you could say as Kurama's riding on Naruto, this is where Naruto does nut in Kurama, and the seal gets 100% complete. Now, Naruto can use the KCM form without going through 100% talking or training. Like, the KCM form is complete. Now, Naruto is pretty much, you could take Kurama is laying on Naruto, pretty much saying that she doesn't want him to die, and pretty much Naruto says he's not gonna die as long as she's by his side. Then they can pretty much get through this battle, which Kurama does a blush, but she says, alright. And Naruto pretty much wakes up. Now, as Naruto's waking up, he's pretty much sees all the girls beside him and stuff. And he's saying, alright. And he pretty much begins to get dressed and let them all sleep. Now, as he's going, he's pretty much walking and stuff. You could say he's pretty much walking. And this is where Lady Tsunade tells Naruto that Sasuke, she's going after Itachi to pretty much you could say to kill her. You could say her older sister. Now, Naruto realized that the information that he got from female Orochimaru, that Itachi was really forced to kill Uchiha, saying, I should have told her. I should have told her sooner. It begins to head, well, to get going, to find Sasuke. Now, this is where you could say female Itachi is waiting while her daughter, is pretty much head to the you could say Leaf Village to, to see her dad, Naruto. Now, as Naruto prepared to go, this is where he sees the girl. You could say see the girl, and she's saying, "Are you Naruto Uzumaki?" Which Naruto says, "Yeah." Now, this is where she's pretty much running and saying, "You gotta save mom because mom is about to sacrifice her life." And Naruto says, I'm already about to do it," and he begins to head off. Now, Naruto gets you could say, turned into his KCM form, and this is going to be the KCM form 3, and begins to head off. Now, as he's blitzing and heading to the location where the Pacific at, he's right now trying to sense where you could say where Itachi's, where's her chakra at, and he finds it and begins to get going. Now, the whole fight between uh, Deidara and Sasuke, that never happened because, like I said, Naruto gave Deidara a specific mission to stay at the Akatsuki place and to just stand by and give him any information because, like I said, once they be a part of the harem, they're only loyal to Naruto. They don't give a fuck about nothing else. Their sole dedication is to be only by Naruto's side and to do everything what he says. Now, as Sasuke is heading to the place, this is where she pretty much sees Itachi. Now, Itachi, she's pretty much saying, look like you came. And Sasuke says, I'm going to end this once and for all. And they begin to have their fight. Now, the fight goes as usual and stuff. But this is a little bit something else different happening. Instead of, you could say, Itachi, slowing down and dying because of the virus, you could say the virus thing. This is where Itachi, her Rinnegan activates. I know, right? Rinnegan? Now this is just too crazy. This is alright. This is just going beyond. Now hear me out. Let me explain. Now, as Naruto, you could say having sex with Itachi. Naruto kind of, you could say, the nut in there, but also gave her, you could say, a chakra boost. As whoever Naruto has sex with, they get a chakra boost. As their chakra they had gets an extra boost. They get extra boost in physical strength and all that. Now, since Itachi got that chakra boost and stuff, that kind of went up to the Sharingan and Eternal. So instead of her going blind and having sickness, she was, you could say, developing the Rinnegan without her even knowing. Now, she pretty much doesn't know what's happening, but she activates the Rinnegan. Now, she's pretty much using the abilities of the Rinnegan, testing them out and stuff. And as you could say Sasuke, she's backing up and looking around and stuff. She's realizing that, as you could say, is trying to see what her older sister is going to do next. Because she's using like she's transforming her arm into a laser beam. She's pretty much summoning dogs and stuff, and you could say Sasuke, she's holding off a good fight using her internal Mangekyou Sharingan. How did she get an internal Mangekyou Sharingan without going blind? Naruto pretty much, you could say, was with Orochimaru and created her some eyes through the training. Now, this is where Sasuke, she says, I had enough of this thing. She's transformed into her Dark Mark stage with the wings and stuff. Now, she's charging at Itachi, pretty much doing Master Chidori and stuff. And this is where you could say Itachi, she summon the panda to pretty much block the whole once and pretty much does the Ado Tensei send Sasuke flying. Now, she flies up top of the rooftop and pretty much jumps, and they're both on the rooftop. Now, this is where Naruto finds the Pacific space, and he's heading there. Now, this is where Sasuke is creating the cloud and stuff, and the smoke and stuff. And this is where she says, "I'm going to end this." And she creates, instead of one, Karen, she creates three of them due to the, you could say, being with Naruto and the chakra pills and stuff that Orochimaru was boosting her up with and training her. Now, as she's saying this is going to be the end for you, and she's basically doing three times Karen, and they're basically coming down about to strike Itachi. Now, Itachi, she's not worried about it because she realized like she feel like she can like handle it off, but I don't know. I don't know about her, but I don't think anyone can handle that off. But let's continue. Pretty much, Naruto comes in just in time and jumps in the way, pretty much pushing Itachi, or pushing her away with with his big hand and sending her, flying, and pretty much putting her in a safe spot. And the three lightnings hit Naruto. Now Naruto get hit three times in a row, and he pretty much hits the ground, passed out. Now, this is where Sasuke, she says, "Oh no, Naruto," and runs up to him and begins to cry. Says, "Why did you do it?" Right, and Naruto begins to open his eyes and saying, "Because she didn't do it. She didn't kill the clan because she wanted to test out her power and stuff. It was Danzo. His true goal was supposed to have all the Uchiha eyes and to take over the Leaf Village and stuff." Which, as Naruto was explaining the stuff, this is where Sasuke, begins to cry and gets pissed off. And she's crying because she also thinks she kills Naruto. But Naruto is pretty much, you could say, at the galaxy table, round table, while all the gods are looking at him. Now Naruto's confused of what the hell is happening. And Kishan begins to smile and says, "Naruto, you took 3 hits from a powerful jutsu. Don't worry, you're not dead, but we pretty much brought your soul up here to pretty much to have a talk to you." Now, Naruto, Naruto is listening because, like I said, Kishan and the goddess was already there to gave him the power and stuff, and he's pretty much sitting down and listening. Now, Kishan is pretty much explaining, saying, "Naruto, you have to be more careful next time. Like, you survived it, but be more careful because, like I said, your armor is that outfit I gave you. So remember, it's your offense and defense. So next time you trying to take a pure hit of 3 Karens, just deflect them or absorb it from your blade." And he's saying, sorry. And now Kishan pretty much says, "Be gone now," and sends him back to his body. Now Naruto gets up and says, "Alright." And he's pretty much saying, and Sasuke, she's pretty much hopping on Naruto and kisses him and pretty much saying she's so sorry. Now Naruto's saying it's okay, and pretty much walks to Itachi and says, "You could have just told your sister instead of sacrificing your life." Which Itachi, she says, "I'm sorry, Naruto." Pretty much looking down, which Naruto gets her up and says, "It's okay." Which Itachi blushes. Now, this is where they begin to start walking together and all that. And Naruto summons a dragon because he has a dragon summoning. He has a dragon summoning, which he learned he can summon a dragon. Now, as they're flying in the sky, actually no, I'll take that back. Itachi summons a bird, one of the Diva Path birds, and it begins to fly in the sky. Now, as they're all sitting together, Itachi and Sasuke begins to lay on Naruto's shoulder, and Itachi asks, "What are we gonna do then?" Which this is where Naruto says, "Well, first we're going to try to find Danzo and pretty much trying to stop him. And if he doesn't want to surrender, then we just kill him. First, I gotta talk to Lady Sanani and see where's my grandfather. Where's my grandfather at? Jiraiya. Yeah, I can't believe I forgot about that a little bit. Jiraiya. Now, as they're heading back to the village, this is where you could say some of the Hyuga clans, and people see, Itachi. And only certain people know about Itachi, and this is where they're about to come and stop Itachi, which this is where Naruto says, calm down, everybody. No one's not gonna lay a hand on Itachi. If y'all tried to lay a hand on her, she would, as Naruto saying this in hand. If you're trying to lay a hand on her, she would probably just send y'all flying and take away all your souls. Now, this is where Naruto, Itachi, and Sasuke they head into the pretty much Hokage office and talking to the Lady Tsunade. Now, the Lady Tsunade is pretty much, crying and telling the truth that Jiraiya went for a secret mission, a dangerous mission to try to figure out what the hell is happening and what's going on between Pain and stuff, and find information or anything. Now, Naruto realized that Jiraiya would on that dangerous mission was about to head out to go get him until the frog comes in and pretty much give the information and saying that Jiraiya died and Naruto, this is for you, and Naruto and Tsunade reads the message. Well, you could say looking at it, and pretty much she cries, and Naruto is pissed off and saying, "Damn it, over, damn it, pervy, Sage, why you had to do it?" and walks out. Now, you could say we do the scene where Naruto's walking, and he's pretty much outside, sitting by a tree, sitting on top of the tree, and pretty much looking at the stars, and he's crying, saying, "Why you couldn't just have me come with you? Why did you have to do this by yourself?" Now, this is where female Kakashi comes in, and she asks, "Is he alright?" Pretty much handing him a popsicle, and you could say Naruto's saying, "No, he's not alright. He pretty much lost the closest relative that he could have." Now, Kakashi, she pretty much gives him a speech and stuff and says, "It's okay. We can we're gonna help you like get revenge or pretty much get this done." Which Naruto says, "Alright." Like he begins to stop crying and he says, "Alright, let's do this." Now we're gonna say Naruto gets introduced by the Toad, and the Toad pretty much says, Jiraiya wanted me to train you to get prepared for the Pain battle, which Naruto says okay. And they begin to head off to the place. You could say the Toad place. Or like, I forgot the place name, but I'll figure out later. Now, Naruto goes there to get his training and stuff. And Naruto's training, it goes much more easier. Because Naruto doesn't have, it takes him about, you could say, 3 days. That's how intelligent Naruto is. And he pretty much not messing up. Now, Naruto's getting the hang of it and, learning how to do it and stuff. And the Pain attack is not going to happen yet. Now, this is where Naruto's also training with other hands, learning how to do the Rasengan Shuriken Jutsu with the other clones, and he's learning how to do that. Now, as Naruto's learning that, this is where we're going to say Hidan and I forgot the other Akatsuki member name, pretty much comes in and trying to cause havoc, and then to get out of there, to kill some, you could say kill some ninjas, and then the little bit even like damage the numbers and then head out, so Pain can have a little bit less trouble to do damage. Now, she's pretty much saying, "Oh, I'm gonna enjoy this," and pretty much doing the whole fight scene. Now, if you're asking if he dies, with the guy who smokes cigarettes and stuff, no, he doesn't die, but he does get injured badly in the whole fight. Now, she's pretty much, you could say half of her boobs is showing while she has this knife saying, "I'm gonna make you pay for that," and begins to about to do the knife thing. This is where Sakura scream out Naruto's name, and Naruto can, like I said, he can hear from one of his girls if they're asking for help. Now, before the Biju's about the you could say 7 tails and 3 tails, and also the 2 tails is about to come in to help to stop the Akatsuki. This is where Naruto comes in and pretty much like kicks Hidan out the village and pretty much kick the other and looks at the other Akatsuki members. Look at the other Akatsuki member, and they pretty much start to head, and she pretty much starts to disappear. Now, Naruto is asking if he's alright, which he's pretty much coughing a little bit, but saying, yeah, I'm alright. And she's pretty much flying to a tree, pretty much getting impaled in the stomach, and she's saying, ugh, and she breaks it, saying, damn it, damn it, damn it. And she begins to charge back until the other one says, now it's not the time, we gotta get out of here now. This is where Naruto appears in front of him saying, you're not going nowhere. And they're pretty much saying, oh yeah, then what you're going to do. Now, the two Akatsuki members begins to have their scrap beef with Naruto. And Naruto is pretty much somewhat with ease dealing with them. Because, like I said, the training and plus the learning to train, the Rasengan Shuriken, he did that in 3 days, which that's how OP he is now. Now Naruto is pretty much fighting on the both of them and stuff, and he pretty much is, you could say, fighting with Hidan. Now Hidan pretty much gets a scratch off of Naruto and licks the blood, and she begins to stab Naruto multiple times. Now Naruto is getting stabbed, but it's not really hurting him because, like I said, the armor, and it's not piercing through him. So she's pretty much trying to hurt him, which Naruto can feel the pain, but he's pretty much ignoring it and just kicking them. Now, this is where he activate his Sage Mode and activate the Sharingan. Not the Sharingan, but activate the Byakugan slash Sharingan fused in, you could say, with the Nine Tails eyes. Now he pretty much says, all right, and he activates the Sage Mode too. He says, all right, let's see how you deal with this, and he pretty much merged the chakra with a little bit of the outer muscle, and he throws the Rasengan Shuriken at not at Hidan, but the other one. I forgot the name, but I should probably figure out later on. It hits the other one. No, she gets sent flying. She gets sent flying, and she pretty much, her skin is getting damaged and stuff, and all that stuff, and she's pretty much out for the count. Now, this is where you could say, she's getting, she's trying not to be scared, but she's shitless. And she's pretty much saying, I don't know how you're surviving from my attacks, but I have to, which Naruto, you could say, pretty much slashes her, cuts her stomach, and starts cutting her arm. Now she hits the ground, bleeding. She pretty much realizing this is going to be the end, because she is crazy, but she realized she's about to die. Now she's asking, please don't kill me. She's asking, begging for mercy. And this is where Naruto looks in. He pretty much says, alright, I'll let y'all live, but in one condition. Y'all will have to be mine. Now, they pretty much, both of them is pretty much thinking about it, and they agree to it. Now, Naruto head to the one that he damaged real badly, pretty much kisses her in the mouth, pretty much making her as a part of the harem. And she gets healed up. Now, Naruto is picking her up and put her by the side of the tree. He kisses Hidan, and he heals her up. Now, he pretty much have both of them. He pretty much tells them to go take off the robes of the Akatsuki and burn them. And they're pretty much coming to, you could say, they're pretty much working for him. Now, they head back to the Leaf Village, and the Leaf Village is about to, arrest them until Naruto says, no, they work for me now. And they begin to, blush and walk beside Naruto. Now, later that day, Naruto was pretty much waiting for Pain to come, because they ciphered the message, and you could say they ciphered the message, and Pain is, you could say, coming. Now, Pain is pretty much, she doesn't care. You could say she doesn't care and says, I'm about to destroy that village anyways. And she starts to head there. Now, Pain and the other girl begins to fly and see the whole village. Now, this is where Pain is about to do the other Tensan and does the whole destroy of the village. This is where Naruto sees him and leaps and says, nope, and kicks Pain down. He kicks her down, sending her flying to the ground. Now, Naruto pretty much is saying, Now, and all the all the members, you could say, the Leaf Village begins to go to war. Now, all the people are already out the village. They already got the people out the village and stuff, so it's just a war zone now. Now, everybody's having a fight with the other Pain Diva Paps and stuff. And Naruto is pretty much, in his stage mode, fighting with Pain and also fighting with the other Diva Paps and helping out. Now, Sasuke and Itachi and Hidan and you could say the other Akatsuki members comes in and begins to help. Now, this is where each Pain is about to, you could say, shoot a nail at Itachi's head and in her until Kisame comes in and blocks, swings it away with her sharp blade and with her blade and pretty much says, "Huh, look like I saved your ass." Kakashi of the copy ninja, which Naruto says, "Huh, look like you came just in time." Now Kisame, she's pretty much smiling, and they're start having a battle. Now this battle is getting intense and stuff, and you could say Sakura is there, and she's healing up ninjas and stuff, healing up ninja wounds and stuff. And like I said, it's not only Pain who's attacking; it's also those green things, and they're attacking too. Now, this is where Itachi says, "Hold him off for a bit. I think I have an idea and stuff," and pretty much begins to charge the beam in her hand. Now, this is where you could say Naruto's holding off Pain, and this is where Itachi says, "Okay, now I'm pretty much." Naruto moves out the way and she shoots the beam at Itachi. Into Pain. Now Pain, she pretty much blocks it away, and she pretty much tells everybody to hold off Naruto. Now this is where Pain does auto tensei and pretty much sends everybody flying. Now everybody's you could say defeat and stuff, and the village is utterly destroyed and stuff. Now some people is like unconscious and knocked out and stuff and can't get up. Everybody's exhausted. Now this is where Hinata, she's still up and she begins to try to fight Pain. Now Pain is pretty much doing the same scene as fighting and stuff, and Naruto's telling Pain for her to stop to do that, stop doing that. Now this is where you could say Naruto already got captured. Well, head down, and Hinata pretty much gets stabbed. At the same time. Now, this is where Naruto thinks Hinata's dead, and he begins to transform. And the Nine Tails has nothing to do with this. You could say Naruto's taking the Biju chakra without Nine Tails to interfere, and he's pretty much is transforming into the full Nine Tails. And he's pretty much have all the tails, and he's like screaming like a monster, charging at Pain. Now, the whole fight between Pain and Naruto commits, and Naruto is sending him flying out the village. And they're pretty much having fights and stuff. Like, they're having the same fight and stuff. And Pain is pretty much trying to hold her own and stuff, but Naruto is pretty much slamming her down to the ground, sending her flying into multiple trees and stuff, and pretty much damaging her in the process. Now, this is where Pain does you could say the meteor thing, and trying to suck Naruto up in the black hole. Now, Naruto is pretty much breaking free and like screaming in pain. Now, Naruto is pretty much in the cell, pretty much looking down, and pretty much in this saying, "I failed." This is where Naruto comes in and says, "No, Naruto, you haven't failed. You still have a chance to save the village and stuff and defeat Pain." And Naruto asks, "Who are you?" Which this is where Minato smiles and says, "I'm your father. Now go." And Naruto pretty much snaps out of it, and he's pretty much on the meteor looking down and says, and charge at Pain. Now, Naruto is pretty much about to, you could say, punch Pain in the face until he accidentally forgot that he's going to lose. He's trying to like slow down until he accidentally, not thinking, kisses Pain. Now, Pain pretty much, like I said, whoever get kissed by Naruto is pretty much automatically Naruto's. And as Naruto's kissing Pain, he gets he pretty much is seeing all the seeing all the memories and stuff of Pain and what happened and all that. And also, Pain is blushing. Now, she pretty much pushed Naruto off off of her and says, "You just kissed me," which Naruto says, "Yeah." Now Nagato, no, Nagato, Nagato is a female, pretty much is blushing, and she's pretty much realized that Naruto knows where they at now, and he begins to start going. Now, Pain is right beside, Pain is right beside Naruto and saying, "Nagato," and she says, you here to kill me?" Now, Naruto is pretty much, shedding tears saying, "No, I'm not here to kill you. But ask you, I'm here to ask you to change your ways and join me in the Leaf Village." Now, this is where Naruto begins to cry and says, "Yes, I would like to join you." Which, this is where Naruto kisses Nagato. And he begins to heal her whole body and stuff. And as they're kissing, everything's like, you could say Nagato's getting her body healed, and she begins to hug Naruto. Now, Naruto realizes that Naruto is naked, and he says, "Oh, I should probably cover you up." Now, he pretty much cover up, and he begins to head back to the Leaf Leaf Village. Now, everybody is everybody sees Naruto, and they begin to pick him up and cheer for Naruto because he saved the village, and he also got another ally to pretty much for the Leaf Village. So the Leaf Village pretty much have the whole Akatsuki, and they pretty much have Pain and Naruto and the other girl. Now Naruto is pretty much helping out, fixing up the village and stuff, and the people came back too, and they're pretty much helping, fixing up the village and stuff, and rebuilding it and stuff. Now, as that all happening and stuff, Naruto pretty much is, he pretty much head out and looks up and says, "Oh, Jiraiya, I hope, I hope we're, I hope where you are now is, I hope you're happy there." Now, this is where we switch to Jiraiya, and Jiraiya, his soul didn't go up to the Shinobi afterlife. His soul is pretty much up in the galaxy thing, and Jiraiya is pretty much, his nose is bleeding and pretty much blushing and saying, "Oh, this is nice," and he's pretty much looking at, you could say, because we're gonna say they have a place where hot women is at, and he's pretty much at the galaxy thing, at the galaxy heaven, you could say, or where righteous souls and stuff and legendary goes up there, and legends go up there. Which Jiraiya is a legend. We all know he's the GOAT in legend. Now, pretty much Jiraiya is like having the nosebleed and stuff, and women is on top of him and stuff. He said, now this is truly heaven." Which Kishan says, "I joy, Jiraiya, you deserved it. And plus, you helped Naruto. Since you passed away, Naruto begins to get stronger now." And Jiraiya is pretty much saying, "I do miss that kid." Which Kishan says, you can visit him sometimes, and then you're gonna have to come back here, but yeah, you can visit sometimes." But Jiraiya said, "Oh, okay." But he continued to be pervy and be with the women up in the, you could say, stars. Now, Naruto's pretty much saying, I have a feeling he's kind of being pervy, and he's with a bunch of women. Weird. Now, this is where Naruto heads down from the tree and begins to head back to the village. Now, Sasuke, she found out where you could say Danzo, and begins to get pissed off. Now Obito, he's pretty much pissed off because he pretty much lost his old Akatsuki team member, and he's furious. Well, not he, pretty much she is furious. But what she basically did is say, "It's alright. At least I still have, half of the Biju." Like, he has all the half of the Bijus. You could say all the Bijus things. So all he needs is pretty much, yeah, all he needs is pretty much is nine tails, half of the nine tails. And he knows where's the specific place that they have the nine tails because, well, yeah, he knows where specifically they have the nine tails, where he can trick the nine tails and get the nine tails, half of his Biju chakra, to use for the ghetto statue, and then to get the 10 tails. Now, the 10 tails is not going to be strong, but he's going to be just as powerful. Now, as Obito is getting ready, this is where he's pretty much, or she is pretty much is saying, I will resurrect Madara. Now, this is where she plans her attack to you could say to get Sasuke and Naruto out, and well, to pretty much have Sasuke be the black sheep to go after Danzo, and Naruto of course will follow to pretty much stop her. Now, this is where she sets the plan out, and she starts to initiate it. Now, as you could say, the Green Sasuke comes in, pretty much telling Sasuke where this Danzo at, and he's going to be at the Hokage Summit to pretty much do some effort or something, and begins to tell, and he pretty much disappears. Now, Sasuke gets the information, and she says, I'm going to kill him, and begins to head going. Now, Naruto gets a note from Sasuke that she's pretty much going to kill Danzo, which Naruto says, God damn it, and begins to get going. Now, as he's getting going, this is where you could say all the Biju in them wants to go and help out Naruto, which Naruto tells them to don't follow him, to stay and help out the village and watch over it. And he begins to start going. Now, Naruto is going after Sasuke, and this is where the whole attack summit happened, and everything is just going crazy and stuff. And Sasuke, she pretty much appears up top of the wall, looking around, and she sees Danzo, saying, Danzo, I'm here to kill you for the Uchiha. Which Danzo says, oh, so you came here to kill me? Which, he begins to get up and says, then come at me then, and pretty much disappears and, heads to the location. Now, this is where, you could say half of the other Hokages comes in and trying to stop Sasuke. And Gar is there too. Now, this is where Gar is saying, Sasuke, this is not the path you should be doing, and doing all the speech. And this is where Sasuke, she begins to say, it's none of your business. He's the reason that all this happened, and pretty much having a fight with Gar. Now, Naruto's coming in and stuff, and everything else happened and stuff, and pretty much head off to find Danzo. Now, the fight between Danzo and Sasuke is pretty much different now, because Danzo is pretty much getting his ass whooped anyway. Now, this is where Sasuke is about to end. Sorry about that. Let's continue now. As Sasuke is about to end Danzo, this is where Naruto, grabs Sasuke and pretty much laying down to the wharf. Now, Danzo is pretty much down with them and pretty much seeing the fight commence. And Danzo can't move. He pretty much lost all his Sharingan thing. And all he can do is pretty much detonate, but he's not going to detonate. And he can't even move around because Sasuke pretty much, she broke all his fucking bones, so he can't get out of here. Now, as Naruto's pretty much trying to stop Sasuke, I say this is not the way we could have, you already did enough. We can pretty much, put him in for trial. Now, this is where they're having their, talking stuff, and this is where the fight begins. This is where they both have their fight begins. Because we're going to say she pretty much pissed off, and she begins to want to fight Naruto. Now, this is where they have the fight on the valley, and well, not at the valley, but pretty much how they fight and stuff. And Naruto is pretty much beating her in every way. Now, this is where she charged her Dori. Her black Dori begins to charge at Naruto. And Naruto pretty much charged his Rasengan, saying, but this is where he charged in. They're charging at each other. But Naruto pretty much throws a flying, you could say, a kunai, and pretty much slams the Rasengan at her back and pretty much damage her, knock her out. Now, Naruto pretty much says, I'm so sorry that I had to do that to you. And pretty much kisses her on the forehead, healing her. And she's passed out and pretty much takes her, well, pretty much is holding her and begins to start walking. Now, Naruto looks at Danzo and says, And Danzo says, well, are you going to put me at trial? Which Naruto says, no. I pretty much, you could say, cuts Danzo's throat, pretty much killing him. And just to make sure he doesn't get back up, he pretty much out of monster room and set him on fire. Now, Naruto's walking back to the village with Sasuke, and Sasuke's pretty much saying, what happened? Did you take? No, I killed him. Which Sasuke says, you didn't have to. Which Naruto says, no, I wanted to kill him for you. And plus, I had to get some beef for what he did too. He'd been trying to kill me ever since I was a kid, having constantly chase after me. Now, this is where she begins to lay on Naruto's back, and they begin to head back to the village. Now, since Naruto was there, and you could say was there, we're gonna say, I forgot to tell you, Obito pretty much stabbed Naruto, or you could say pretty much got him off guard and took half of the Biju chakra. Now, Obito is smiling and saying, it's complete. Now all I need to do is just make sure he does his part. And this is where he's talking about Orochimaru, student or partner, or pretty much to do his part and do the thing and bring the dead back to life and have the attack to happen. Now this is part 6, if I'm correct, of what if Naruto was the harem god. If you like, comment down below, like, share, do all that stuff. But I'm Keyshawn Chia. Thanks for watching, and peace out.
It looks like you lost another one.